and giving some listeners some practical advice. So what is the wisdom on the rocks that you want to share with everyone?
Yeah, I think communication is just so overlooked. I think communication means so many different things or is defined differently at different organizations, but I feel like if you have a team of people that depend on you, you need to be communicating with them at a regular cadence, whether that's once a week, twice a month, whatever it is. But like, talk to your team, put an agenda on the calendar in your invite where people could just dump their ideas and you can dump your ideas and just have conversations with people and communicate. Like, what have you been hearing from the executive team? Where can this person improve? Where are they doing a really great job? Like, don't wait for performance review time. Don't wait for something bad to happen or them not to do their job well. Like, be in constant communication so you can coach people. I just believe managers don't do enough coaching. To me, their job is to level people up, right? Like, and make sure individual contributors can contribute meaningfully. So I just think communication and transparency as much as you can give is really important and something I'm seeing and not happen as much as I would like necessarily past few years.
Absolutely. Continuous feedback, continuous communication, continuous conversations, all super critical. And even though they themselves, because common misconception, some folks think that continuous feedback alone can enable you to assess the performance of your team. Like there's a place for performance assessment, and continuous feedback, tends to skew positive, especially if you're using it in tools. I say this knowing this because we have a tool that does it, right? Skews positive. You still need a place to be able to capture performance. Nevertheless, love that word of wisdom, because oh my gosh, how many managers do you know who think that one-on-ones are optional and they cancel them when they're really busy? And it's like,
Well, that
OMG.
was going to be my next thing. I was also going to say, if you have a one-on-one schedule with your team member, I'm so guilty of it, and I feel terrible. But like, don't move it, right? If you have to move it, try to do it within like 24 hours beforehand. Like, your team means something, right? So if you cancel something last minute, or I'm stuck in a meeting or whatever, like, again, guilty, but you make them feel really terrible. Like, you make them feel like they're not important. So like, try to be consistent. And like, I will message my team members. If I don't see something on the agenda, I'll message them and say, do you have anything for me? I don't have an update for you this week. Happy to hop on a call and have a cup of coffee with you. Totally fine. Or we can cancel it. It's up to you. But give them the option. Don't just cancel it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How we spend our time as leaders is the most close approximation for how people perceive what we value.
Yep.
Right? And where we spend our time, right, is where people see us valuing something or not valuing something. So good call.